Hey YouTube, this is Zach Pello, and today we're going to talk about counting calories versus portion control. They're both, different ways of measuring the amount of food you eat. So sometimes people, I think, they get in these different one sides over here, one sides over here, when in reality, again, they're just different ways of measuring your food, okay? And calorie counting, there's a lot of benefits to it. Sometimes calorie counting can be great. First of all, calorie counting is very accurate in the measurement, okay? So you're measuring your ounces, you're having to get cups out, you're pouring things into the cups, you're figuring out down to a science kind of how many calories are you consuming, and that can be great as long as you use it as just a tool to measure, okay? Now, some people, the problem is, the bad thing about calorie counting is that people think, oh, well, as long as I'm under this amount of calories, I'm gonna lose weight. So what they do is they start eating bad foods and they just keep their calories down. So sometimes, it's important to also not only be calorie counting, but counting your protein, fat, and carbohydrate. That's very important if you want it to work. Because sometimes people will start saying, well, I can have 1,500 calories of cookies or 1,500 calories of Kool-Aid. They think they're going to get the same result, and they probably will for a little while. And the bad thing about that is that it's going to reinforce that idea of eating bad food. Now they're not getting nutrients, their body's going to actually start slowing down, and their weight loss is going to stall. They're going to lose a lot of muscle tissue. It's not the healthiest way to do it. So, it can be very accurate, but it can also be bad because you're not looking at that food quality. So make sure when you're counting calories that you check up your food quality. Make sure you're keeping your protein up. Make sure your vegetables are high. Make sure your healthy fats are high, your fruits. Make sure you're getting all that stuff in there. Don't rely on just that calorie number. Okay? If you do, it's kind of a problem. Another benefit for calorie counting and macronutrient counting is if you're doing a bodybuilding or fitness show, or say you have 3 months to lose a specific amount of weight, then you do need to get a little bit more scientific with it, okay? Now, portion control is very sustainable, and for the average person, it may be a better way for you to lose weight in the long run. Since it's sustainable, it's something you're going to maintain or keep doing over the years. It's going to teach you how to eat right without having to actually measure food. Sometimes it's kind of crazy when you have to measure every little piece of food you take in. Why not just eat to fix your hunger? You look at the portion size, you make sure that you're not overeating. That's the way to do it for long term. Now, that's the great thing about portion control. The problem with portion control can be sometimes people kind of overestimate the portions or underestimate the portions. So I would recommend, if you're going to do portion control, maybe every once in a while, just kind of check out your portions, weigh it out. See, is this about a 4-ounce piece of meat? Is this about a cup of rice? Is it about a cup of blueberries? Double check occasionally. And sometimes, plug it in the calorie counter and see, are you at 4,000 calories a day? Well, that might be a problem. If you're at 1,000 calories a day, that could be a problem as well. So then to change your portion control a little bit. It's just going to take a little bit of time, but over time you'll be able to know, if a handful of this or a handful of that is the right portion for you. And they both calorie counting and portion control can be beneficial. A combination of the two, I think, over long term can really help you to get your results. Just remember, quality of food is most important, okay? You've got to be getting in your nutrients, you've got to be getting in the protein, fiber, healthy fats. If you're not getting those things in, you're really going to have less health over time. And really, you probably end up getting less weight loss as well. All right, thanks, guys.